What's going on, everyone? This is Jordan with Conquer Trading and Investing. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw support and resistance lines and trend lines exactly as I draw them. Now, a lot of you have noted that these lines that I draw in here seem to work like magic. It's not magic at all. What it is just support and demand in the market. I'm going to show you exactly how to draw these in yourself. Look, here's the truth about it. It is not complicated. It is simple. I could teach you to do it exactly as I do it. But there's one thing you have to understand. It's like anything in life, it takes a little bit of practice. It takes time. It takes that dedication and devotion. All right, so what I mean is that don't expect to just go ahead, watch this video, and then draw them with the same precision that I draw them. However, what I would like to see from you is for you practicing yourself on several different pairs, drawing in support and resistance lines and keeping the charts updated. It is absolutely critical and pivotal for your trading. It is one of the best advantages and edges that you can gain in the market, and it's so easy to do. Let's see how we do it. The first thing I look for is I look for touches. What are touches? Right now I have these lines on this chart over here. These are the ones that I've been using. I'm going to take them away in just a moment. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but the first thing I want you to do is just notice where I have touches in one area. You see over here there's a touch. You see over here there's a touch. You see over here this broke to the upside. There's another touch. Then over here you see how this held as support. Okay, on the way up, we didn't get all the way up, but it was an area of importance. And then over here, you can see that touch. You can see that touch again. Okay, here slightly, but it broke. And then over here where we are right now, do you see all those different touches, both above it, which is support, and then below it, which is resistance? When you have a lot of touches like that in the market, that's a line that you want to go ahead and draw in. That's an important area, okay? You can see that we didn't even look at these. These are here also. You can see how the market will continue focusing on those levels. That's a level that you want to focus in on. That's why we're drawing in those support and resistance levels. Look over here. You could see these touches over there. All right, you could see over here as well. I see a touch again over here. I see one over here. And over here, you could see that this level, back over here, is two more. And then another one over here, and then this one over here. You could see it. This is an important place in the market. This is where you want to have your resistance level. That's why I have my next resistance level up there. All right. What about on the downside? What about on, what about on the support? I think you're getting the hang of this. We're going to pull up a clean chart in just a moment so you could see. You're going to be able to see it for yourself. Then I would like for you to practice on a couple of charts. Look over here. You can see the touch over there, the touch over there, and again, held over here. You could held over here. Okay, you could see it again over here and again over here. Okay, do you see now as we're over here, if we're rejected over here, that most likely the next thing that happens is that we come down and test this support. All right, you see how this is an area of interest now in the markets. All right, I hope you're getting this. I think you see it. I think you see it, and that's all it takes to go ahead and draw in these support and resistance levels. Now, the next thing that I want you to focus in on now with me is trend lines. All right, why trend lines? Look at this. All right, first of all, notice this trend line over here, this one, right where my mouse is right now. Look how the market was respecting it, and then again it held over here, and then once it broke, boom, right? Okay, then we have a new trend line. All right, a new channel. What happens when we broke out? All right, trend lines are very important. Trend lines are extraordinarily helpful for knowing when a trend is weakening, when it has the potential of rolling over. It's very simple to do. You just need to connect 2 points. What do I mean by 2 points? Look over here, you have 1 point. All right, price traded down, it then made a lower high. This is a lower high and another point. Once that second point was made, once price started resuming over there and I had 2 points, I can then connect the trend line. Go over here, go to trend line. Just connect that 1 point to that second point and then extend it. All right, and you keep extending them down as you need them. That's all you need to do is you need to have 2 points to connect for the trend lines. All right, now channels, this is a different thing. We're not going to get into channels right now, but just so you know, they're usually symmetric, meaning whatever the angle of the upper channel is the same exact angle of the lower channel. That's how the markets work. Look over here. It's the same exact angle on the upper as it is on the lower. That's really important, just something I want to put into your mind so that you know. I just always want to be just sharing a little bit of tips and nuggets of information for you so that you keep on learning and growing as you're with me here on this journey. Now let's look at a clean chart. Let's look at a chart of something random. Pick a pair. All right, US dollar, Japanese yen. All right, let's look over here right now. What do I see in the market? I want you to follow me. I want you to do this with me. First of all, price is down here. So my eyes are focused down into this area over here. What do I see? I see this little area of a touch. You can see it again. It held as support. All right. And then when it broke, I can see that area was resistance. I see here's the support. I can see there's the resistance. All right. So I'm going to draw a line there. I just want to go back a little further. You can see there's that same line. There's that same line. All right. It's an important area in the market. So I'm going to draw in a support and resistance line right here. So just go to horizontal line. I could see it. It's right about there. All right. You can see prices stopped at support. Well, price is trading currently right at support right now. How about that? All right. That's that little guide. Look over here. When you see a long area, see this consolidation going on. This went on from August all the way through September for about 1 month. And you see the resistance over here. So that's a pretty important level, right? That's a pretty important support level because you have a lot of supply over here. You can see the price tried to peak below that over here, was rejected. Here we are. We're coming hanging out there again. What about on the upside? We need to add some resistance in. Let's look at some areas of resistance. The first thing I'm going to do is with my mouse. You can see the horizontal line with my mouse, right? I'm going to line up some areas because I see some touches right here, right? So I'm going to put my mouse right there. Do I see other ones? Yeah, I see that one right here. I see another one right here. So that's a level that I want above me right now because if price bounces off this current support it's on right now and then trades up a little bit, right? That's going to be an area that I'm going to look to see how price reacts, whether or not it gets rejected by there on the way up. What about a little bit higher? Do I see anything else? Follow my mouse. I'm looking for touches and points as I showed you on the Euro US dollar. All right, here's a touch right here. All right, so I'm going to place my mouse there, look at the horizontally, look at across. Do you see any other touches? There's another one right there. You can see this was resistance right there. And then again right here. Now, you see this spike up on this bar right here? There we go. I'm keeping my mouse where the current support and resistance might be that we're kind of testing out. You see where it spiked above and the candle didn't close? To know if support or resistance has broken, here's another tidbit of information. You always look at the daily. It has to close above or below that support or resistance level on the daily, okay? That's what you need for confirmation. Here, in this instance, it didn't break the resistance because it peaked above and then sold off. All right, so that's a failed break. That's not a break. Now just let me go back out. We're focusing on this point over here, this touch, and we see it again over here, and over here, and now over here, and then look to the right. Another one, and then you could still see it. Here's another touch, right? And then over here, it got held up. Here it acted as support. So that's a pretty important line that we want in there. We want to focus in on that. If we get back up above and see what's going on, that's a resistance. All right, so now we're looking at this chart. What about below? Are there any more supports that we want to draw in? I see this long candle down here, right? And then to the right of it, I see also over here 2 more, right? Do I see anything else? If I focus, there's another one over here. I would say that's a pretty important support level that we want to focus on, right? So let's draw that in. All right. Where do I? This is a good example. This is a fantastic example. We have 3 instances over here. This is where we're drawing our support and resistance, right? This one is a spike. You see that long wick? Over here is another wick. So I'm not gonna. Here's the low of the wicks. These 2. I'm gonna focus into the bodies of these candles right here. The bodies of the candles. And then I see on the left side also, I have some more touches there. So that's where I'm going to draw my targeted support. All right. So now what happens if we break below this current support over here? If we break below this support, close below it, all right, what I like to do is I like to see when I break support, I like to see a retest of that broken support, see it hold as resistance, and then resume downwards because it's safer. It's safer than taking a breakout. That's why I like to do it. But if we do break down this support over here, this will become my target. This will become my target area, and that's safe. Yeah, I do think there's a chance that we spike below it. I've seen multiple spikes before, right? And the spike below should go probably 104.85. So just to keep that in mind for when I look at this chart later on, I want to draw something in here. I want to draw in what I call a blue box. And I'm just going to go like this. This will cover the areas of spikes, and that is just what I'm looking for, a price to trade below. If it trades below, I'm well aware it might spike up. So let's look at a couple of trend lines over here though. While we're here, let's try to place in a trend line to see if we have any trend lines that would be helpful for us, because we're looking at a pair right now. Look over here. I see these points over here. I would have been using a trend line over here. All right. Now I'm going to extend this down. Look at, you see that extending? All right, look at this point over here. I followed these 2 points over here. Well, these 4 points, but I started with these 2. And I saw this area, just the same way we see points for the support and resistance. Train your eyes to see these points. So I'm extending it now, and then I see another touch. Here's the other touch. So that line is very relevant in the market. I want to extend it all the way down to see what happens. All right. Why? Whoops, here we go. Look what happened over here. You see how that trend line was in play yet over here? And then look, here we broke above it. And then you see the retest? It held. This was resistance. This broken resistance held then as support. Price traded over it, up. It was a fail break. It didn't hold. Price got back above it again. All right, we had a breakout, and then we crashed all the way down. Now at this point, what you need to do is you need to work on being able to train your eyes to see this on charts yourself. You could compare them to my charts, but you need to start drawing in, start with one pair, move to the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, start putting support and resistance on all your charts, start adding trend lines, compare them to mine. If you haven't already joined our training program, go ahead and join the program. Join the training program, and then you can send me all of your charts with your support and resistance, and I will go over them with you. I will send you videos back, reviewing your work, finding out what you need to work on, addressing that with you, as well as then we'll move on to teaching you how to spot setups, having you send those setups over to me doing video reviews of your setups, sending them back for you. It's a fantastic opportunity for you to really further your training. I know that a lot of you see that my support and resistance lines are spot on, and that price always is attracted to them and reacts off them, the trend lines as well. It's very easy. I want you to be able to do it yourself, and you have to start on your charts. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you learned something new, go ahead and hit that like button. If there's anything you want to add to the conversation, do it below. That's it for now. I look forward to sharing more with you.